Welcome to Inside the Investigation. In this episode, I will talk about false confessions. I would ask that you support our podcast series by clicking subscribe. To understand every part of the investigation process, coercive interrogation, as well as flawed witness and victim interviews by law enforcement, check out all the episodes on this podcast. If you have questions about a case, please feel free to call our expert Brian Leslie at the number on the screen, or go to our website, also on the screen. Just be aware we cannot provide legal advice as we are an expert service. In this episode of Inside the Investigation, the focus turns to the complex and often misunderstood issue of false confessions. Listeners are encouraged to support the podcast by subscribing and are reminded that while expert services are available through criminal case consultants, they do not provide legal advice. The episode delves into how coercive techniques during interrogations can lead to false confessions, highlighting that even untrained interviewers might unintentionally use coercive methods without realizing the impact of their actions. These techniques, although not necessarily misconduct, can still heavily influence the outcome of an interview or interrogation. Examples include exploiting trauma, sleep deprivation, and aggressive questioning, as well as convincing vulnerable individuals, like alcoholics or drug users, that they committed offenses during blackouts. Other methods involve confusing the accused with their own words, claiming false evidence ties them to crimes, or minimizing offenses in sexual assault cases to elicit confessions. The episode further explores how coercive techniques might convince a suspect they are culpable due to proximity to a crime or because they misinterpreted consent in sexual offenses. It stresses the importance of properly vetting eyewitnesses or victims, as failure to do so can contribute to false confessions. Misconduct occurs when interviewers suggest suspects will receive lighter sentences if they confess, a promise they cannot guarantee. This distinction between coercive techniques and misconduct is crucial for understanding how false confessions occur. Attention is also given to the handling and reviewing of witness and victim statements. The episode emphasizes the significance of determining whether an interviewer wrote the statement for the witness or victim to sign, or if it was written by the witness or victim themselves. Essential details, such as start and end times, as well as the location of the statement's creation, should be clearly documented. The format of the statement, whether question and answer or narrative, can reveal potential interviewer influence. Without audio or video recordings, it's challenging to discern whether conversations took place that might have swayed the statement, such as officers helping describe suspects, probing memories, using word integration to create narratives, or sharing privileged information about suspects to motivate the witness or victim. The presence of police terminology in statements is a possible indicator of interviewer influence, although identifying this without a law enforcement background is difficult. This underscores the importance of involving an expert with such experience. We would also ask you to share this podcast episode with others. If you have questions about a case, please feel free to call our expert Brian Leslie at the number on the screen.